All right, welcome guys to another video blog. And for today's video, I wanted to talk about the levels of evolution and the levels of growth, the different steps, organic steps that you have to take to awaken yourself and to be fully whole. All right, because and this is actually what my tattoo means, part of it, right? By the way, out here in fucking California, the whole fucking triage and all that shit has been fucking me with, combined with allergies and all that bullshit. That's why this video is important, because I'm gonna be talking about certain things that you need to take care of if you want to live a successful life. Because again, I believe that most people get stuck in this mentality of being successful. And what is being successful, right? What does that mean? For the most part, people only think that success means money, resources, and that's it. But in reality, there's many different levels of success, isn't it? Because what does it matter if you have the success that you think you think that is success, the success that is in your mind, if you don't have health, if you do not have bliss, peace within you, right? If you have no emotions, if you have no connection whatsoever with anybody else outside of you. So that's the idea that has been pushed onto us. Acquiring means success. The more I get, the more successful I become. And that is not the truth. So within the teachings of my ancestors, the Toltecas, right? From the Toltecayotl, they left us with 4 energy fields that needs to be taken care of in order for an awakening to happen, right? To really become woke. And these are the first one, and this is levels, it's systematically. You cannot skip one and then all of a sudden get to enlightenment, spiritual enlightenment, and go and transcend and connect with your higher self and your divine ascension and all that bullshit. It doesn't work that way. So the first level, what is the first level? The first level is the physical energy body. In other words, your body. What are you doing to taking care of your body? And by that, I mean not only the work that you do, the workouts that you do, like the actions that you take with your body. This body was not made to be seated all day long, stuck in traffic, going into an office and being all squared. And I was having a conversation with one of my trainers, shout out to him, Kyle, and he studies the movement of the body. I don't know the correct word for it, but it's pretty fucking cool. And he was saying that the body, and this is true because I had some therapy, I remember, with some doctors back in Mexico. And the body adjusts to everything, whether it's good or bad. So if you have a very, very, very and really bad posture, guess what? The body will adjust to that posture, to that fucked up posture. Even though it's bad for you, even though throughout the time it'll fuck you up. It'll become something really bad for you, for your health. So the body is wonderful. However, the body, you need to command the body. The body doesn't command you, and for the most part, most people are not taking care and control over their bodies, which means their bodies are taking control of them. What do I mean by this? I'm nothing without my morning coffee. That means that you are not commanding your body. Your body is responding to you, whatever that means, right? Which is getting into deeper shit. Maybe you're overweight. You have that little extra pancita. That means that your body is running the show, not the other way around. Now, I'm not talking about that everyone should have a six-pack and everyone should be in this particular way, because that's manipulation, right? That's a manipulation of stereotypes, of perception of how beauty and is supposed to be and how the body is supposed to be like. No, it's different in every culture, and it's different in every history of the world, in ages. It has changed. That's not the point. The point is, are you taking care of your body by eating well, eating healthy? That is the number one medicine in the world. What you consume, whatever you put inside of this beautiful body, that will manifest your health. It's not the outside. It's not the, this virus is killing us. And no, diseases have been around us for ages, since the beginning of time. So it's how you take care of your body. Because through taking care of your body, your diet, right? Exercise, posture, even your style, which is something that I always talk about. It's not about being superficial. It's not about just showing off. It's about caring for yourself, understanding your avatar and presenting the best version of it. Being congruent with your own message, not to be accepted, but to be smart about communication and transcending superficial aspects. Because through taking care of your physical body opens up the second level of energetic body, which is the emotional body, or the emotional energy body, right? If you take good care of your physical body, you will have good emotions. If you don't take care of your body, guess what? You'll probably be depressed. You'll end up depressed. You'll end up with anxiety. You'll end up with stress, more than usual. Sometimes, the outside, it adds up to this bullshit. But if you're stressed all the time and you have a bad posture because, even though the situation is stressful, your body, guess what? You're sending chemical responses. You're sending certain chemical things into your entire system. And that's what makes you all stiff, and then you're walking like this and, hi, how are you? I feel great. Imagine if you're like this all the time. Your body adjusts to that. And guess what? Your body is not only the physical things, but it's also the emotions, the mind, right? But so if you take good care of your body, that will unfold the second stage, which is emotions. Good, healthy emotions, not being controlled by them. It's not about not having emotions, because I see it sometimes with people, especially men. Oh, fuck emotions. No, my friend. Emotions are a wonderful tool that enable us to connect with one another and connect with ourselves. That is what makes us more humane. And that is what makes life more beautiful, worth living. It's not about just working out. It's about enjoying these things, right? And about crying, and about laughing, and about connecting, and about loving. It's about all those things. However, sometimes we are used by emotions. That's what some people mean, you get too emotional. Well, it's because emotions are running the show. And you should be the one in control of your emotions, because they are energy. And they work as a leverage. You should get something out of it. You should use them, or you should be able to, at least, to use them with a purpose, instead of just reacting over things. And sometimes we react because, again, we're not taking control of the very first step, which is body. Okay? If you have the body, then you have the emotions. Then that unfolds the third energy body, which is the mind. Now, the mind, most people believe the mind is only the brain, and that is not true. For thousands of generations, native cultures, not only my own native culture, which is the Toltecs, the Mexicas, and all these beautiful, the Olmecs, all these beautiful people from Anahuac, pre-Hispanic America, right? Every native culture understood that the mind is made out of different layers, different parts. Even the yogis know about this, different forms of the mind. Now, in a nutshell, the mind could be understood that is made out of three parts, which is the belly or the gut, the heart, and the brain. And they all work in sync. Okay? So if you have good emotions, guess what? You'll have a good, positive, perfect, or blissful mind state. Or your state of mind will be more useful. It'll not work against you, but it'll work for you. And sometimes your mind works against you like an obstacle, right? You have all these wonderful ideas, but then your mindset is like, yeah, no, you won't. Boom. And you sabotage yourself. So that's because there is, how do you say it? There is steps that need to be taken. That need to be taken. I'm sorry. The first is the physical, then the emotional, then the mind, of course. And after you take care of all of these three, then the spiritual energy body will show up, or it'll unfold. It's always there. Don't get me wrong. It's not that they're not there. They're always there. But if you want to take control of them, if you want to connect with them, if you want to rise up, and if you want to awaken yourself and get more enlightened, right, and transcend all of these things like division that I see in America in today's world, all I see is division and complaints and people this and that, and oh my God, it's all fucking mayhem. If you want to live a better life, a more successful life, which means living a good life within yourself or for yourself, whatever happens outside, that's not in my control. All I can control is myself individually, and the more I take control of me individually, I can, if not control, I can at least influence my surroundings, my environment, the people close to me, and then they will do the same thing, and it's like a domino effect. But first individually to then affect the collective. So after taking care of the body, then taking care of the emotions, then taking care and working upon the mindset, and there's works and there's levels between them also, I'm talking about them like it's something piece of cake, but it's not. It's a whole work. Then the spiritual self comes forth, right? Reconnecting with your soul, reconnecting with your spirit, which is what we see that we're lacking in today's society, right? People have a lot of things going on, yet they don't enjoy it. There's more depression, there's more suicide in today's world than ever before. Maybe because we have more people living in here, that may be true, but also because I think we're lacking spirituality. And this has nothing to do with religion. This has nothing to do with dogmatic ways of explaining creation and who we are and why we're here, all of these things, right? So if you have these three, body, emotion, mind, then spirituality will begin to show up in your life, and everything will shift. I'm telling you, you'll perceive life and yourself in a whole different way. And that is what true success means to me, at least. You may have money, you might not have money, you may have possessions, materialistic things, you may not have them, you may have beautiful relationships or not, you may be on your own or surrounded by people, whatever. Once you have awakened these levels of body, of energy, you'll be complete, you'll be whole. And that way you become more successful. You're at ease because you're complete. You don't need anything else. And when you set up to do something, you do it right because you have everything going on for you. You're complete. You're trying to do something. Hey, I'm trying to give you a hand, and I don't even have a hand, right? I cut my own hand. Like, hey, here's a hand. Motherfucker, you don't even have a hand. That's the point that I'm trying to make, all right? So this is a long video again. Shit, I always tell myself I need to make them shorter, but this shit is good, and we should be talking about these type of things, all right? So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching this. Be the best version of yourself. And until the next one. Ometeotl.